Hey guys, we're the Whiskey Sippers, and today we're going to be doing a blind of some rye whiskeys.
After this. All right, guys, we decided we should do a blind of ryes.
Because rye not?
Yeah, rye not, yeah. I'm a huge fan of ryes. Devin's gotten more into ryes lately.
I'm becoming accustomed to them. Yeah.
So I've picked several ryes that I really enjoy, and we're going to blind them and see what comes out on top.
Yep.
So the first one we have is a Pikesville rye. This is a Heaven Hill product. Yep. It is 51% rye. So it's a Kentucky rye because it's high corn percent. Mm-hmm. And to me, this is like one of the ryes that you give people just getting into rye.
Yeah. Just enough rye to pique their interest, but not drown them in that 95.5
rye.
It
gives them that spiciness, but it's still got the sweetness of the corn. I think it's a really good entry-level rye, and it is 110 proof.
6 years old.
And it runs around $50.
Yeah.
Next here, we have the Jack Daniels Single Barrel Proof Rye. This specific one is 134.3 proof.
It's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, I have probably 6 or 7 different Jack Daniel ryes. This is the one I've cracked open for this. Yeah. And to me, that's individually my favorite rye.
It's in my like top 3 or 4. Like it's very good rye.
It is a 70% rye, so it's a high rye kind of, but it's still got a good amount of corn in the mash bill. So I'm a big fan of Jack Daniels rye. The next is an Old Forester Single Barrel Proof Rye, and this one is a Warehouse K Floor 2, which Warehouse K, if you don't know, for Old Forester is kind of the most sought after warehouse because it's the one that has like the most circulation between the barrel and the liquid. So a lot of people look for Warehouse K stuff. This is 130.5 proof. And the Old Forester rye is again a Kentucky rye. It's a lower rye percent rye. And the last one is what I consider an underrated rye. It's
very underrated.
Alberta Premium Cask Strength. This is a Canadian rye. It is 127.4, and it is, in Canada, rye grows a lot easier than other crops do because rye is a hardy crop. So Canadian rye is a little bit different from what we consider the American rye, just on the flavor. But I'm a big fan of the higher proof, Canadian rye.
We're good. We're good.
And Alberta Premium Cask Strength is one of my top Canadian ryes.
Yeah. And when I first started getting into ryes, this was one of the ones I was like, this is pretty darn good, man.
In fact, Whistle Pig sources a lot of their stuff from Alberta.
Yeah, who knew?
All right, so you ready to get started?
Hell yeah, let's go. Get some ryes.
And we don't know which bottle is which.
Yep.
My wife poured them. We have a key over here that we haven't looked at. So.
And we will see when we're done.
Yep. Oh, that's a fantastic nose.
That's like it's pretty sweet for a rye.
That's sweet and minty. It's sweet and minty. There's still a little bit of ethanol in there. None of these are low proof. The lowest proof is the Pikesville. Yeah. Which is still at a really nice proof at 110.
Yeah, 110 what is it, 134 point whatever?
Yeah.
Pretty good range, but pretty good flavor right here, I'd say.
So this is spearmint.
Spearmint spice.
Spearmint and almost like a simple sugar. It's very sugary, very sweet.
I do get a good bit of sweetness from this one. Like this smells like a really good opener.
Yeah. I don't get the ethanol burn that I would expect from higher stuff.
Yeah, this doesn't even taste or smell nose like, I guess, as a 110 at least. I would say this is probably like a 95 or 100 proof. Right. Just on the nose.
But it's very sweet and minty.
Yeah.
All right, B.
I get a little bubble gum on this.
Oh, that's weird.
This is like bubble gum cotton candy rye.
But you know what? I still get a little bit of mintiness, but it's much darker.
Yeah.
I can see where you're saying bubble gum.
I get
but it's like a what's that? The spearmint gum or whatever.
Like a double mint gum.
Double mint. There you go. So you get that mintiness, but I also get like the darker notes. Like there's some oak in there.
Yeah,
there's something in there that's a little bit.
It doesn't smell like ultra aged or anything like that, but like
It just smells darker.
Yeah.
It's, like I said, like some oakiness to go with that mint.
But it doesn't smell young. It's weird. It's like...
But it's stronger.
Yeah.
It's deeper and darker. See?
See? Here we go. That's pretty damn good.
That's really nice. That's almost like a toasted. There's like a toasted sweetness, a maple in there.
Sweet maple pecan. Buttery, spicy.
But at the same time, yeah, you're getting that
goodness.
You get that toasted, but you get like some pepper. You get some a little bit of kick in there with it.
It's probably the best smell so far.
That's stronger.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely dark and rich.
Yeah, this is like I would expect to be one of the higher proofs,
if not the highest proof. It's pretty bold, dark.
Yeah,
and robust.
it's very bold, very robust, dark.
Man,
I could nose this for a while. Nice, very nice. Yeah, that smells great.
Probably the best so far.
Yeah.
All right. Andy. Ooh,
that's also really good too. Yeah, that one's got more like sugar
sweetness,
like a brown sugar sweetness to it. This one smells closer to a bourbon.
Yeah.
Than the other ones.
Yeah. I think I could guess 2 of these, but this is really
I think I
good.
could guess all 4, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
This has got a really, really good brown sugar sweetness to go along with. You can get a hint of the spiciness on the nose, but it's more brown sugar sweetness than anything.
A little tad of marshmallow.
I like
definitely. This.
This smells really nice.
Silky smooth and nice. Man, like this is like a nice drinking rye, smelling probably high proof, and these probably good intro start of the night.
This is gonna be a lot of fun, Devin. Enjoyable. A lot of fun.
Anywho.
I love doing these videos.
We do it for you. The torture and the pain.
Yeah. How awful is it that we make videos for other people of us drinking really nice whiskey?
Yeah. The hardest part is the editing, which Todd
that's all me. So he doesn't have to suffer that. All right, A.
Cheers. I'm getting a little proof on that. Nice, sweet.
That is minty and peppery.
You know, like there's like that Buffalo Trace sweetness. I know none of these are Buffalo Trace. You know, like everyone likes that Buffalo Trace sweetness they go for. If you were trying to get more of that kind of sweetness, I would say this is probably close to that. This
actually reminds me a little bit of like the E.H. Taylor rye.
Yeah.
With a spearmint and a bubble gum.
Yeah.
It's very sweet and minty. This is very nice.
Yeah, I don't want to finish it, but that's quite good.
On the finish, there's just a tad bit of bitterness.
Okay.
Right on the end. So it's really nice in the front and the middle. On the end, a little bit of bitterness. I'm guessing maybe it's a little bit younger.
Yeah.
That's all I can think.
Yeah.
All right, B. That's more rye.
That's rye.
There's some mintiness, but there's a lot of pepper on there.
A lot of pepper.
And when you get the finish, you get that like kind of grassy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know which ones these are now.
Yeah.
Just by tasting that one. That one's
very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Nice, sweet. I still do get a little bit of that bubblegum flavor.
But the sweetness is it's got a lot more spiciness than the first one.
I think it's a little bit higher proof than the first one as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got that pepper to go along with that spearmint, along with a little bit of grassiness on the finish.
Maybe open with this one and then move to this one, like in the order of the night, I guess. But yeah, B was very flavorful. Very enjoyable.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, the nose on that.
Damn, brother.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like if you're trying to get into ryes, like this is the one to do it with. That first one's like a little lower proof, sweeter, but this is definitely dark, rich.
That is dark chocolate
and Andy's mint,
pepper that just lasts and lasts and lasts. That has a great mouthfeel, along with the pepperiness and spiciness of a rye with a little bit of mint and some chocolate just mixed in there. A little bit of that dark chocolate sweetness.
Like,
that is amazing.
Yep.
That is
I don't even
absolutely
want to say
fantastic.
anything else about it. It's really good. You said it all the notes. Great, good, decadent, dark chocolate, mint. No dill for you. See?
No, there's no dill, no grass.
All mint.
Not at all. This is all oak, dark chocolate, mint, and a little bit of some pepper, some spice.
Yeah, yeah. But you're gonna get that with the ryes. You know, it's good.
All right, D.
All right, on to the last one.
Oh, that is just caramel corn. It's caramel. It's like drizzle. It's like caramel drizzled dessert.
All right, here we go. It isn't as bold or as dark or rich as C.
Not as minty. Great mouthfeel. Sweeter.
Yeah.
This is more like a bourbon.
Yeah, it's like C, but a step back more towards bourbon.
Yeah, it lacks the pepper and mint, but it has a great mouthfeel and finish with a little bit of brown sugar sweetness and caramel.
Yeah.
This is much closer to a bourbon than any of the other three, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's very, very nice. It's really nice. And like, if you have someone who doesn't drink rye and you gave them this and said, hey, this is a rye, try it, they're going to like rye.
I would probably just say try this.
Yeah, they're going to like rye.
This is really good. What is this? And you're like, it's a rye.
This is a really, really nice rye.
Yeah.
Bourbon-esque rye. Yeah, bourbon-esque rye. Yeah. You want to go back through? I'll go back through all four.
I got two I got to go through.
Listen, they were all good enough. I'll go back through all four. All right. So we're back. We're going to make our choices now between these four. What I will say, all four are really, really nice.
They're really enjoyable. Like,
there's not one that I would say don't buy.
He is a rye guy.
Yeah,
I am now
nice rye.
a rye guy. I used to be just bourbon rye. I don't know. It's too spicy, hot, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you wouldn't drink rye for a while.
I would have it, but I would prefer bourbon to rye, or I would have barely legal ryes like the Michters and all that. And now I'm like, yeah, I enjoyed all these. Like, these are all great. So,
yeah, all four of these are a buy.
I'm at that part of my bourbon journey, if you will, or whatever.
So we'll start at number 4 and work our way down. What was your last place rye? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. A. I agree. So very nice. Came across a little bit youthy.
Yeah.
A little bit of stringency compared to the others, but still very, very nice.
Yeah.
For any of the price points we're looking at up here.
Yeah. They all had like some pretty good proof to them, but this one had like the least proof and the least flavor to me. So that's why it was my last one.
All right. Third place. 1, 2, 3. B.
B.
So B to me was a little bit surprising. It was actually really good. D and C separated themselves.
Yeah, like immensely.
Yeah,
it was like B and C.
But B to me was actually really, really distinct.
Yeah.
There was something on it, like a note that kind of separated itself from the others.
Bubblegum.
Yeah. So I would have like A, quite a distance from B, between B and C.
Yeah. B was good. It definitely had some like sweetness or that bubblegum characteristic.
It had some really nice characters.
Just kind of like a uniqueness that I was like, oh, this is different. But now this is where we're going to be really close on.
Yeah. So we're down to C and D, and both of these were absolutely amazing. I mean, these were like drink all night type of drinks.
Yeah.
Here we go. The third place finisher. 1, 2, 3. D.
Yep. D.
Super sweet to go along with a little bit of pepper and mintiness.
Yeah.
So the sweetness kind of overtook from the other bottles.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. This is something you could.
I was between that and C, obviously, and if you said here's support of either one, I wouldn't be like, oh, I want the other one. I'd be like, all right, I'm happy with this one. So either way.
And our first place for both of us was
C,
which was a Andes mint. It was dark chocolate, and it was spearmint, and it was pepper, and it was mouthfeel and proof, and it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put these in the
Order you think
order
they
I
were?
think. Now these are all Todd's bottles, so that's it. That's what I think I got here.
Honestly, that's what I think they were too. I think you were going to go with a B, and D,
or D and C. Yeah.
D and C.
Yeah, D and C. But in order that I liked them was the one before. But
so we're going to go ahead and flip this over and see what we got.
Yep.
So our last place was A. A was Pikesville.
Yep.
B was Alberta Premium. C was Old Forester. Oh!
Whoa!
With D being the Jack Daniels.
Oh!
So, Old Forester actually won the blind for us.
Holy smokes!
That's surprising. Now, I will say, I opened this right before we started the blind, so it's a fresh crack.
And their parent company, Brown-Forman,
Yeah, they're
kind of ish.
They're both Brown-Forman. But this one has been open for about 4 or 5 months. And when I first opened this, it was really, really ethanol heavy, but it got so much better after it sat for a bit.
Interesting. So, for us, the Old Forester,
Old Forester
just barely
came in first.
Beat out the Jack Daniels.
Very nice.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So
there you go. So there's our first rye blind that we've done as a channel, and the Old Forester one. I'll revisit this. We'll at some point I'll do after this has been open for a while. It's not a fresh crack. We'll do a head to head. Yeah. But any of these are a good buy. I mean, this is a $50 bottle. This was like $75 at one point, but in Ohio, EOHLQ dropped it down to like $39.
Something like that, yeah.
This runs around $70. This is the most expensive of the bunch, where it runs around $90.
Yeah,
most places now.
I guess.
Some places you see want to charge secondary, but the MSRP is around $90, so I wouldn't pay more than that for it. But so those are the prices, those are their orders, and this was a really nice blind.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
this one. This was a little fun one. So I haven't really tried a couple of these as much, but I really enjoyed it. And if you're getting into ryes, this is definitely a fun way to do it by trying a couple different ryes, whether your buddy's got some and you're like, hey, let me see what I like, and kind of go from there and see what they have to offer, I guess. So
all right, there you go. So there you go. That's our picks. And until the next time, the best bourbon or whiskey
is the one you like the most.
We'll see you then.
Cheers, guys.